Hello and welcome to Iridium Rock and Metal Reviews, and today I'm going to do another reaction by a band called Sunstorm. So, in case you don't know who Sunstorm are, they're a band that have had a total of actually 5 albums out so far. The first one was a good few years ago now, probably about more than 15 years ago, and all them albums featured Jolene Turner of ex-Rainbow. Great vocalist, in fact, a brilliant vocalist. And the Sunstorm project, the first album, was reworkings, if you like, of stuff that was some of the 80s, some 80s stuff that Jolene Turner was involved with. And the first album is probably my favourite album that Jolene Turner has ever been on. And Jolene Turner has been on some great albums. So I love the first Sunstorm album. I love the second Sunstorm album. But then gradually it turned into something that it wasn't meant to be. Jolene Turner's words, actually. And he's actually not in the Sunstorm project anymore. So Ronnie Romero has taken over now to be in Sunstorm. Now, Ronnie Romero sings in Rainbow. He's also got his own band. Can't remember the name of the band now. He's also been in a load of projects, and he's taken a little bit of stick for it, actually, for being in so many projects lately. And you can sort of understand it, but you sort of can't as well, because one thing, he's got an amazing voice. Some of the projects he's been involved with haven't been the best, and perhaps sometimes you do spread yourself a bit too thin. But you know, there's lots of other people that are involved in loads of other projects, just like he is. So I was sort of quite happy that he's actually doing this, because I think it needs some new life breathed into it. And I'm not saying Jolene Turner couldn't have done it, but Jolene Turner has actually come out in the press and said the reason he's leaving is because the Sunstorm thing is not what he first thought it was. It's turned into something else. They're writing new material. It was never meant to be that way. So whatever the score is and whatever the hassle is, he's not in the band no more. Ronnie Romero is. The album is actually out on Frontiers Records on March the 12th, 2021. So we've got that to look forward to. Hopefully it's to look forward to. I'm going to react to this song, and I am really excited about it because Ronnie Romero's got a really strong voice, more along the lines of Dio. That sort of strong, really strong sort of classical sound. So if this band are doing the same sort of music as they did with Jolene Turner, it's a very AOR, very melodic, sort of melodic rock to heavy rock sort of sound. So I'm interested to find out what Ronnie Romero, either they've changed their sound to suit Ronnie Romero and a harsher sound, a heavier sound, or perhaps it's going to stay the same and Ronnie Romero's voice will really suit it down to the ground. I don't know. It's a bit of an unknown for me. So I knew this was coming out. It's only come out today. It's called Swansong, and really looking forward to it. Here we go. I will stop it halfway through like I always do. But here we go. This is Sunstorm and Swansong. let's give it a pause there quickly. So it's like the guitar solo is just coming up. So, I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's good. It isn't... I think it's a little bit ramped up as far as heaviness. I think it's... But even then, Jolene Turner, when he was with Sunstorm, there was some stuff where the guitar was out front. So, you know, I don't think that's a surprise. I think... There's blooming cats everywhere. I think it's... I like it. It's melodic. I think his voice suited it. It didn't feel out of place, which was what I was worried about. I thought that his voice might be a bit too harsh for this sort of melodic sort of band. It's nice and catchy. The keys are being used nicely. I noticed the sounded like more of a sort of organ, like a Hammond organ type sound going through the verses there, almost like a classic rock sort of sound. The production's good. I was worried about the production because I've noticed a lot lately. Some of the Frontiers releases, well, any releases really, have got this sort of wall of sound production, this modern production. Some of them, I don't know if they're using the same producers. But I was listening for that, and I think the production's good. I could hear the drums didn't sound like these days with the production these days. Sometimes the snare drum sounds like a little tap, you know. You could hear them nicely. The drums are out at the forefront as well. Yeah, it's a lovely production. Ronnie Romero's voice is great. It's nice and catchy. You know, I think it's breathed some life back into the Sunstorm, you know, band. So I'm quite happy with it. Everyone's performing really well, by the way. You've got this is about to hear the solo actually, but Simon, I'm going to pronounce all these names wrong, but there you go. So Simon Mularani on guitar, Alessandro Del Vecchio, sorry, on keys, Nick Mazzaconi on the bass, and Michel Sana on the drums. I did notice that Michel is a bloke, because I was watching to see if it was a woman or not. It is a bloke. So all the musicians, they sound spot on. Just like they was on the past stuff, you know. But I think this is I don't know, the last album from Sunstorm I wasn't too keen on. I thought it needed something different. You know, maybe, you know, with Ronnie Romero in the band, and it's done that. It's breathed some life into a bit of freshness again. So I like it. I think it's really good. Let's listen to the rest of this, and the guitar solo is just coming up. More classic rock there. Yeah, I liked it. To tell you the truth, I mean, I thought when at the end there where it was going out, and I could hear the chords and the organ like underneath it, the keys, the Hammond organ type sound. It did remind me of Rainbow, actually. It really reminded me of Rainbow, that part. But you know, Rainbow done some very cool melodic stuff as well. So I think I'd say they've ramped it up a little bit as far as heaviness is concerned, but not too much where, you know, it's like a different band totally. It sounds more different just because of Ronnie Romero on vocals. And he has got a great voice. Whatever you think of him, whatever you think he's spreading himself too thin or whatever, that was a great performance. He can reach some heights. Man, he is a great singer. So yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really good. What do you think of the song? I'm looking forward to the rest. There's probably going to be some more songs coming out because it ain't out till March the 12th. So there's going to probably be a couple more singles come off of it. Looking forward to hearing something a bit more, maybe slower, more melodic, and seeing how it sounds with Ronnie being on that, Ronnie Romero being on that. But no, looking forward to it. Tell me what you thought of the song, please. And if you want to subscribe, please press the red button, bottom right hand corner.